Hi, welcome to TechCrunch TV. I'm Sarah Lacey, and we have a very special guest in the studio today, our new overlord, Arianna Huffington, who came in for a meeting, and we dragged her in here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's been a great meeting.
So, a lot's been written about why you wanted to sell, what all of it means, all of that. Let's leave all that aside. Let's talk about the future of AOL. Just before you came in, there was this disturbing memo about the AOL way, and we're going to do everything by SEO, and we need all headlines to say Lady Gaga, pantsless in Paris with Justin Bieber. And then we get you as the head of content. So I assume there's going to be a shift in that strategy. My question is AOL really going to be a modern journalism company, or is it going to be a content churn SEO company?
It's going to be a modern journalism company. It's going to bring together the best of the old, the best of traditional journalism, with all the best traditional values of fact-checking, fairness, accuracy, and editors, writers, and reporters driven by passion. Mm-hmm. And it's going to combine that with the best of new technologies, the best engagement tools. SEO is part of that, mm-hmm. absolutely, but you have to have great content mm-hmm. and great journalism and great stories before it makes any sense to use SEO.
Right.
So SEO is just a tool. Mm-hmm. It's not a way to produce great journalism. So that's really what the heart of what we're going to be doing is going to be, and I'm really excited about it, and so is everybody else. The HuffPost team, the AOL editors and writers have been connecting with.
But everyone's excited now, but great journalism is really expensive. Is there the will for a public company like AOL, who is fighting for a comeback, who has to put up good numbers after good numbers after good numbers, to really invest in building good journalism? Because that's not going to be a quarter turnaround.
But the truth is that when we produce great journalism, that's really the best thing you can give the sales force to monetize. Mm-hmm. And at the Huffington Post, as soon as we became profitable, we started adding great journalists, established editors like Peter Goodman and Tim O'Brien from the New York Times, like Howard Feynman from Newsweek, mm-hmm. and pairing them with young journalists straight out of college. I really believe in this model. Mm-hmm. And we've hired a lot of them, and we're going to be hiring a lot more. Mm-hmm. Straight out of college, Will Alden, for example, who came straight out of the Yale Daily News. Mm-hmm. Last year, he was there. Mm-hmm. This year, he's been breaking amazing business stories under Peter Goodman, mm-hmm. Our business editor, who came from the Times. So that's a model where actually, by bringing together the established editors with the young journalists, you do keep costs down. You're not always hiring superstars, mm-hmm.
But
you also produce great journalism.
But, that's all fine and good for Huffington Post, for TechCrunch, for the standalone brands that, had to produce good journalism because we didn't have a homepage before. How do you really push that through the organization? I mean, one of the promises is that, TechCrunch will be independent. So, are we doing journalism in our silo over here, but then, there's all this like content farm stuff going on the main page?
No, my job is to bring the same values across all the AOL sites and mm-hmm. to integrate them and to avoid duplication mm-hmm. and to make sure that every site, whether it's food or books, mm-hmm. or style, has a voice and an identity and great writing. And I believe that's really the model for the future. There's no way that you can have a great media company for the 21st century without great journalism, period, at the end. And great journalism involves great storytelling, mm-hmm. not just giving data, but telling stories, providing a narrative, mm-hmm. and having the people who can do that. And not all of them are established, expensive superstars. As I say, these young journalists that we're hiring have already proven that they are doing it, mm-hmm. and we will keep adding to their ranks.
How high on the priority list is it to change the AOL brand?
Well, I don't see it really as changing the AOL brand. Mm-hmm. I see it as clearly defining the AOL brand. Mm-hmm. I think AOL has 100% trust and a huge brand awareness. I mean, these are amazing things to have. These are mm-hmm. treasures. Mm-hmm. You know how hard it is to build trust. Mm-hmm. Craig Newmark calls trust the new black. Mm-hmm. It's really as important as anything. Mm-hmm. So what we need to do is to make sure that it also has a clear identity and a clear voice.
Mm-hmm. Last thing, and you can answer in a one-word question because
Okay.
I know you have to go. We like to pick a lot of fights at TechCrunch. Do we have your assurance that you're fine with that?
Absolutely. You are one of our treasures, and I'm really so excited to be working with you. And I'm also offering to babysit your baby.
I will take you up on that
Okay.
because Mike works me a lot of hours.
I'm
Thank
a very,
you,
very good babysitter.
Thank you so much for joining us, Arianna.
Thank you.